welcome to Seed Collectors Volume number 6, a fun show where we show off some of the deepest collections in the industry. We talk about what they were packaged in, where'd you get them, and which ones you popped. So we've got some awesome guests with us again this evening. We've got, first up, the veteran of the show. We got DaveZnothere. How you doing? Locked and loaded in the bottom already?
I am fantastic. Thank you for having me again. Pleasure to fucking be here as usual.
Hell yeah, we're the Bartles and James of the seed show. I read that somewhere once, but
it sounds good to me.
Yeah, right. I know. To complement everything this evening, we've got somebody who is just fucking doesn't even need an introduction. You're one of the hardest working dudes that I see out there, man. You've got all kinds of just fucking rad game and your own shop. So how you doing, Masonic? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, guys? Right here. Thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, no, my pleasure, man. It's fun seeing, a lot of what you do. I know so many people who have been jazzed and benefited from your free seed days at your shop. That's huge. I don't know. Maybe can we actually maybe start the show and just tell people what the free seed day has been all about and kind of the response you've gotten?
No doubt. So free seed day started in September when they did a free seed day for comic book day. They had pushed it back to September because of COVID. Usually free comic book day is the second Saturday of May or something like that. But COVID kind of messed everything up and people wanted to get back in motion and they just started, moving dates, to say the least. So I was at my shop on free comic book day in September and I'm like, man, I'm not at free comic book day. That sucks. But, it would be cooler than free comic book day would be a free seed day. So right then and there, I just started, I just followed up on that thought and reached out to all my peers and put the bat signal out, and next thing you know, a bunch of breeders and seed makers and pollen chuckers and hobbyists and whatever you want to call it, they all reached out and they all sent their load, and I distributed it amongst X amount of bags, and I gave them away for free at my storefront in Los Angeles.
That's freaking badass. So, I saw some of the, the footage of, people in the line, all kinds of people, all in a good mood, enjoying themselves. And I'm like, man, if I was in the area, there's like two things I would line up for, like the Star Wars movie and Masonic's free seed day. So those are both pretty badass. Yeah, I don't know, Dave, have you ever seen anything like that? I've never seen anything like that.
I personally haven't seen anything like that. Not only does he do that, I've seen him donate a bunch of seeds out there to benefit other people in need. He's definitely a classy guy.
Classy guy.
Give it up to him.
But I'm still claiming the hair title, bro. Like, the hair title's mine.
No doubt, man. You can have it, player.
Shit. Well, let's get started. I thought we'd kind of have, fun tonight. Since everybody's got, their collections and some fun things to pull out, we'll probably go with like, all right, who's got something blue? And we'll riff off that, or, chat, throw in your suggestions. I kind of want to start with maybe, like, what are you guys keeping them in? I've kind of got like here for myself, I've got two things. I've got one, this is like it's a tackle box, but it's waterproof. So it's got really good O-rings on it. And I've got obviously my desiccant packs in it, but really thick, nice O-ring, keeps everything decent in there. And then I also have, that was $25 on Amazon. I went for like a cheaper one because it's supposed to have like the clamp down and the O-ring in the inside to make it seal. This was like a $10-bucker. Didn't seal as tight. Should probably use my desiccant packs after tonight. But yeah, just got some randos in here. But that's what I'm keeping them in. I'm not doing the fridge or the freezer or anything like that. I just try to keep them in a cool, dark place. How about you, man? What are you rolling tonight? Big hefty trash bag?
So yeah, there's actually trash bags. There's so let me take you down. I just cleaned up this little slurper right here. So I got this camera, so it's perfect. I could just pick it up instead of a big ass fucking laptop lugging around. Thank God my wife.
That's wrong guy.
So check it out. This is where I first started storing my seeds, like when I first started growing. So these are like, these are my first seeds that I ever got.
As promised. The internet's ablaze. So rebel. I recognize that one from the Daga site.
So,
But
I don't know where I'd be without my first seeds I ever got. So, I'm just kidding. That's just, we'll get that out the way. This is actually my first like seeds that I started collecting right here and just kind of put into the side. So, it started in like sandwich bags and I'd grow something and I'd keep a nug around. I wouldn't want to shuck it. I'd get gifted stuff, Oh man, that got my heart racing. I haven't trolled that hard in a while. I'm so sorry, guys.
Half the people are like, what?
All right, so this is like where I first started storing my weed. This is really, really like half a decade old type shit.
Are they like bag seeds that you pulled out, or just
bag seeds from a clone that someone gave me? Maybe a real cross here and there. Like here's a cherry sherb F1. Somebody gave me some cherry sherb. I grew those out, and these are the bag seeds from that. And just these are like some of the first things I ever started with, and then like we just started going kind of crazy. I made my first cross ever. One of the first crosses. This is Wilson before I worked with Oni. This is Wilson.
Right.
My ride Wilson right here. So that kind of happened, and then that allowed me to get like just go down the ringer of just I tried to organize them one time, right? It didn't really work. So,
did you go alphabetical, or how'd you try to do that?
Oh no, I just had to. I had to just stop. Like it was getting kind of crazy.
Wow. Good Lord, man. I hope you don't live in a flood zone, because that would be fucking horrible.
I don't live in a flood zone.
That's good. What the
so
fuck?
Like it's just like, and this is just part of my collection. I couldn't bring it all out, but like I'm heavily invested in my seed stock, and I just kind of.
You are all right. So what is
where I store them? I store them in comic book boxes. I got this fancy box right here. I got some Postal Service, these Dollar Tree deals, big totes, trash bags, look at this. Look at all these floaties. Jesus Christ.
Oh wow, yeah. No, are a lot of them the same strain, or do you get a good variety with those?
I get like just one of everything, two of everything, three of everything. It all depends of who it is and what it is. Like when recently Archive did his expedition line, right? And they were like $40 a pack. So I went ahead and grabbed like 5 packs of each of every pack that he released, and just things like that. Yeah, shout out to the team for doing things like that. But me personally, I like to invest in like the crazy ones, the dick swinging auctions. I kind of step into them, and I'll go in there and they'll be like, oh, you really need this, and I'll be like, I guess I do. And next thing you know, I'm at a bidding war with whomever, wherever, and I'm getting a Congolese for 2,000 or a BLR for 1,400 or a fucking Pluto's cock, the strain I've ever even heard of, for 2 bands they got me for. It's just not that they got me, but like it's all for the love of the plant, and I'm investing right back into it, and I'm not even like banking on it, to say the least. It's just another thing to me. It's just another tool. Oh, let's see what this does. Let's see if it's good subjectively to me. So it's just like that's what the seed hunt's all about, and that's nice. Like you could store your seeds all you want, but it's best to store them in a living library and get them out and put them out into the network. You know what I mean?
Yes, amen to that, man. And you're absolutely right. I'd rather have the instead of the 16 box of Crayolas, I want the fat one with the sharpener on the back. You got more colors to work with there.
So that's why I skim through a lot of seeds. Like I'll pop 600 seeds at once, and then I'll just grow them out. I'll try to share as many snips as possible, and keep a male around. And if somebody wants to work with the male, I'll keep it as long as I can till it's just annoying, and then I'll be like, all right, nobody, I put you up for grabs like 10 times. Nobody wanted to breed with you, my friend, and there goes a potential peanut butter breath cross. There goes a potential blissful wizard cross. There goes a potential Afghan hybrid. All these strains that I've skimmed through and kept around just to like for the love of the plant, to say the least.
Damn. How about you, Dave? Where are you keeping your stuff in these days?
Well, first off, I got to say, holy shit, man, that collection, wow. Like, oh, damn, you dwarf me, like, bar none, man, wow. I'm similar to you, Chad. I've got a few of those airtight, it's actually a dog food container to seal your dog food in.
Something a little bit beefier, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit bigger, but it's certainly not quite the...
Fuck you.
Well, hey, we're looking at the candy. You see that collection he just showed off a couple minutes ago there. Holy shit.
I will
say, I was the person to drive you to pay $2,000 for that Jupiter's cock.
Jesus Christ. Well, if you want snips of everything, like, I got you, man. I'm only one person, G. I'm not one to be like, hey, that was 2,000. Like, nah, like, let's get this shit out into the network. Let's spread the love. But people don't even know what I have. I could tell them I got it for 2,000, but at this point, they're just like, man, every day it's a new thing with you. So I'm just like, whatever at this point. Not that it's whatever, but I know what I'm doing. But to everyone, it's like, dude, everything you do is like, you know, you do it and you put it on there like it's grand. Well, I did pay 2 stacks for this motherfucker, or, this is BLRF1, or this is a sure breath Mel, and it's just like, they don't get as hyped as I do. So just things like that,
Well, yeah, and those things are rare. Those things will be appreciated later. I think a lot of people will find them. A lot of people are slow on the take up too.
2 dudes know what Pluto's cock is since I bought the fucking pack. Fucking Dave's not here, and that dude, what's my homie's name on here? I've known him for a while, and I sound like such an asshole for saying he's my homie, but he's the homie with the Freedom Stray Dog or something like that. He's a nice guy on here. 2 Currents Grow or something like that is his name. Really nice dude, but he only you two have been like, damn, you got the Pluto's cock, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I do, motherfuckers.
Tell us about it. Was the cock all you hoped for?
It's this big right now.
Damn. That sounds like a winner. Shit. Well, I guess let's kick it off maybe with probably the most recent thing. Something new that you got. I got probably my latest pickup came from the American one right here. These are actually on the Daga, but some Amy Aces. Amy Aces is it's the proprietary Chimes the Cheesequake. And I was kind of excited for this one. This one actually has been making its rounds for about over a year. I've seen a lot of guys in the UK that got their hands on this, Canada, US, a lot of good grow reports from the American one. So these will probably be seeing some dirt sometime soon. So this was my latest pickup. Well, what'd you get? What's set your mailbox on fire lately, Dave?
This little guy right here, the Tropical Sleigh Ride Root Beer. That's something I'm excited about. That Tropical Sleigh Ride was the 2017 Emerald Cup winner for unique terpenes and all other fanciness there. But supposedly it's got some of the best tropical terps out there. Hit with that hype cut, the root beer back cross too. So hype on hype.
Adding to the root beer collection.
Who made that?
Yeah.
That's from Stony.
From Stony
Farms and Extracts.
Cool. That root beer is very elusive, and it's like I've it's just one of those strains that has that whole mystique behind it.
Oh yeah, same with this NL5 Coca-Cola root beer.
I'm growing those right now. I got those. I have some. Mine are probably like 10 feet.
A little bit bigger than Jupiter's cock, I hope.
Yeah, those are big. The most recent strain that I acquired, like just the last one that was put in front of me, was my buddy Ranch gave me some stuff. So that was the most recent stuff that just kind of ended up in my lap. Let me see. I think it's right here in my hand.
That's awesome. I was gonna holler the Ranch because Dave likes the root beer. He's gonna bring it up. I'm like, the one cross that I have, we got some burgers and beers from the Ranch. Got the root beer. That one, that looks pretty fire.
Thailand Afghani from the homie the Ranch. He just gave me these, and it's Hindu Kush region, black leaf expression, land race, heirloom, open pollination. So cool stuff. I'm totally into stuff like this, and even more so because the homie made it. So even more reason to get down and dirty with it. But as far as strains that I've gone out my way to get recently, Ah man, shit. Let me think. Like Rainbow Belts 3.0, just is like getting your Call of Duty just to be on point with your Call of Duties. You know, like you got to have the new Call of Duty. So I grabbed the Rainbow Belts 3.0,
So
but that was a while back.
what's the difference between 3.0 and 2.0 other than
So
like Instagram canceled it?
I've only grown the regular Rainbow Belts, and I've grown the 2.0. The original Rainbow Belts was a little bit more finicky. It just grew a little slower, and those were fems. And then the 2.0 were regs, and those were a little bit more voluptuous. You know, they just put on a little bit more weight. And as far as the 3.0, we're gonna find out. I'm actually gonna be throwing those in the dirt like next couple of days.
Nice. Now, what kind of like terpene profile or taste are you getting off of them? Because to be completely honest, like I've never grown runts myself. I've had runts here from dispos. I haven't known anybody like a good personal grower who grew it. So I've never tasted the freaking rainbow. Like I don't understand the hype, but I also understand I've only tried it commercially.
So it's like a creamy Skittles that you're tasting. So if you tasted Skittles before, that's probably the marker you want to base it off of, because that's like the strain that isn't a vanity strain and has like, it doesn't really have paperwork besides like Gas Station Bob and the Z dudes, but all the Z dudes that brought it to fame. But all in all, it's like not as smoke and mirrors as the runts might be. So like Z is more of a better bar to allude it to. So like once you get privy to Z, whether it be OZK, whether it be Z cubed, whether it be Rainbow Belts, because it's a derivative of that Z terp. To me, it's like a creamy candy Z is the best way to describe it, as opposed to Z by itself, where it's more zesty, a little bit more sharp.
That sounds good, man. I definitely go back and forth with my flavors. I like everything. My favorite at the moment changes frequently, but I like things that kind of, they're undeniable. You don't have to make up. You're like, well, it kind of, there's so many things out there today that just slap you in the face that you're like, yeah, that tastes like Skittles.
No doubt.
Yep. Now, how about you, Dave? I don't know. Skittles isn't one of
and that's another thing. That's another thing. I see what you're getting at there. Like when it says tastes like Skittles, I don't think they necessarily mean, and if they do mean the candy, like it doesn't taste like the candy. Like I eat the candy Skittles and that tastes like Skittles. I smoke the weed Skittles and it tastes like Skittles weed. Two different things. It's just a way of like, pushing that envelope, right. and it's not spelled verbatim Skittles, like SKIT. No, it's with a Z. So, and why they call it that, I don't know. Like I would ask, Brandon from Third Gen, I would ask Greener Fields, I would ask Tony Mendo. Those are the three guys I could think of to ask why it's called Skittles. Oh, it tastes like the candy. Oh, well, fuck, to me it doesn't. And there's your answer,
Right.
Maybe it smelled like it to them during the grow.
Yeah, everything is so subjective. Like my sense of smell isn't that great. So when I actually do smell something or profile on it, I'm like, okay, damn, that's good. My wife most of the time is like, "Ooh, that's a strong one." And yeah, okay. But that's why maybe I love the things that just kind of hit you in the face. If I can smell it, I know it's really smelly. But Dave, Skittles, the Rainbow Belts, runts, that's not really something I've heard coming from your direction in the shows that we've done. Where are you standing on that one, dude?
I generally like to lean more towards the gassier stuff, but I don't have a problem with those strains, those candy strains. They have their place. They're definitely great.
He's trying to be PC about it.
I love
gas.
I'm joking.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm from
I would imagine
LA.
so.
We grew up on OG.
LA,
We grew up on OG. That's like our first. That's the bar. That's the wheel. But with the lax of legality and it being more available. Variety is a choice now. So we don't just need I like some Zittles. Sometimes I'm tired of some Skittles, so I go smoke some candy. Sometimes I just smoke what's around, and that's usually the case. I just smoke the convenience, like, damn, we got this big jar of, grape gas at the moment. So I'm just tacking at that grape gas like a mountain, just smoking as much as I can. So things like that,
Nice. Yeah. I see somebody in the chat had mentioned South Bay genetics. I've got some South Bay genetics here, actually. This is called, let me see if I blow myself up, Cherry Pines. There we go. It's a cross of Cherry Cobbler and a Triangle Canyon. So I haven't popped into this one yet. I hear it
I
has
had
some
too many
cookies,
seeds to
but that's
bring, so
okay.
I cataloged a lot of them. I popped all of these from South Bay. I popped
Nice.
Wizard Lips. I popped
Okay.
Gas Station Bob. I popped the Red Tail Kush, and I popped the Royal Skittles. This is just this seed pop that I did this season. You know, freaking.
You know, I saw a big wind tunnel today filled with freaking pots on pots on pots. You mentioned earlier 600 at a time. Um, damn. We've talked about this before, but do you pop all 10 if you have a 10 pack, or do you hold like
I'll
2
pop.
back?
Nah, we'll pop 1 pack, 2 packs, 3 packs. You know, we'll pop as many as we can. We're trying to get rid of these bad boys. You know, we'll pop as many as, like, right here. I pop both of those. You know, we pop a whole pack of that, whole pack of that. You know, pop as many honeybees as I could from those. I popped some Boneyard, popped some Sundown, some Oni, tons of Aficionado, some Skunk Tech. Got these in an auction right here. These Green Team Original Milk Bone. Chris from Compound hooked me up with these. I got these directly from OG Real Kush. Man, here's that Jupiter's cock right there, fool.
This is a family show. No.
I popped the Ghazni from Kevin Jodry. I popped the Colombian Black from Gage. Freaking, I get these seeds from Thailand. These were sent to me from Thailand. These are from India. And then, you know, just I popped tons of my shit. I popped all these from Nick. Pop these green teams, more Nick stuff, more of Nick stuff, more of Nick stuff. I popped these from the homie Flying Line Research. These are like Tanzanian land races, cross some other stuff. Top Dog, more Nick, more Aficionado, tons of Seed Junkie. The homie made some Mean Mug crosses, some Cranberry Skittles, some Jungle Boys, some Honey Banana hybrids, tons of Nick stuff, tons of Cap stuff. The homie Farm Stone did some Rainbow Belt crosses, tons of Honeybee. These are some award winners from Ego Clash that I popped.
Nice.
Some Mean Mug F2s. Obsolete gave me these at Ego Clash. You know, just it's nonstop. I'm gonna be here all day.
That's fun though. That's fun, and it's nice to see that you had all your tags ready to go, because, dude, doing that much has got to be hard. Are you finding a whole bunch of different phenos when you pop that 10 pack?
Depends whose stuff I'm sorting through. And
Okay.
and most of the time now, a lot of these guys are consistent. Like it won't be like a F1 will be like, you know, just a little bit of this and that, or, you know, there's not too many people doing F2s, so, you know, that there goes that, you know, there goes probably why not, you know.
Right.
Not that it's a bad thing, it just is. That's how I kind of look at it. So you know, if you want to do F2s, cool. If you don't. I don't. Just do whatever you want. I'm gonna be there looking for the fire regardless. So that's kind of how, you know, that's how I get down.
Yeah.
But not too much of variety. It's kind of like one seed pop will kind of be whether one way or the other. It's not like, damn, there's too many phenos to choose from. Nah, it's like one way or the other.
Well, yeah, when you're dealing with that many plants, you can't be conservative on them. You got to cull, and when you do it that many times with that much numbers, you probably pick up the signs you're looking for early. You know what you're not looking for, and you can probably cull a little bit easier that way.
So I'm not big on culling till they're like done growing. You know, like I'll clone everything. I'll let it all, even like, yeah, there'll be some runts, and it's like, yeah, I can't even clone the runt, so I won't kill it. I'll just fucking throw it in the corner, let it live. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck, nah, just fucking find a corner for it, let it live, and just give it its water. Like, and yeah, the outliers will be the outliers, but I'm not gonna just start killing shit, man. I already fucking did all this work. Nah, we're gonna just throw your ass in the corner and let you fucking rock over there, and you won't see the day. You won't see, like, you know, you won't see anything. You'll never get, you know, given out. It'll just get grown out, and it'll be cute at the end of the harvest. That's it.
Right. I got a hard time with that too. That's why I keep winding up with more tents. Like, I could put a tent here. So what are you? We were talking earlier, Dave. You haven't quite popped much lately, but you were getting ready for doing another pop. What's on the list?
Oh, that is definitely going to be on the list right here.
Yeah,
I got some of this Dog Walker, the Biz Cut with that root beer back cross too. I'll be throwing in. Can't really see the wording on there, but that is what she is.
Where did you pick that one up?
From the same guy.
Okay,
Sony.
Same package. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, he also sent me some Hawaiian Snow, Hawaiian Sativa. Honestly, I've got like a shit ton of clones I just got in yesterday too. But
okay.
I work with now too. So every time I have a plan, I start adding more things to the plan, changing the plan.
It happens.
I wish I could pop 600 seeds at a time. That would be great.
It'd make my life a little bit easier.
God, yeah.
Well, actually, no, I couldn't take care of that many plants. Fuck that. I'd try. I'd try.
How often do I run into Hermes? Not as often as you'd think, guys. There's like one or two, a couple late ones, and you know, you got to keep in mind, like, I'm not growing them, you know, I'm growing them like I grow them, and even amongst these, like, you know, whether they're sardined in a 1 gallon in the corner of a you know, of space, or, you know, grown in their own pot to get a nice expression in a 3 gallon, 5 gallon pot, and they get nice and big. Like, even amongst those stressed out conditions, like, I'm not getting, like, you know, early hermage in week 2, week 3. Every now and then I'll spot one here and there, or you know, I can name them. Like, that's how little amounts of herms there are, and I'd rather not, just to not cause any problems, because I'm not a herm crusader. I'm just kind of, it just is, and it's strains that and breeders that, you know, probably push the rhetoric that, you know, work the line, you know, and hey man, those are, you know, fucking, what about this one? And oh, you know, shit happens, and I get it, but you know, that's just that.
The further we get down towards, you know, the various recombinations, there are going to be some faulty genetics in there that aren't always apparent through, you know, the first lines or whatever. Or, you know, sometimes if you can pop 10, 20, you might not see it. But I also, you know, I do pop, you know, I have some ethos here. I had the Temple Runts and then the Chem OG BX3 from them. And, sometimes you get them, and you know what, that might be the 1 in 10,000. So I'm not super quick to pass judgment on those. Shit happens, but in an ideal world, you never have to deal with them.
Yeah, the fucking Herm Avenger. You guys are killing me. I'm not here defending Herms. I'm just saying actual fact and what it is. And I'm not even speaking on my strains. I'm speaking on just the general, you know, my general opinion on, you know, strains and the rollout of them, you know. But yeah, that's kind of that. Somebody asked. I'm looking at the live comments now too.
No, it's good, man. Do it. We're all interactive, especially on this one. This one is as much, you know, listener driven. Like, you guys tell us, give us something that you think we should try to pull out, or, you know, don't. I should rephrase that. Tell us what you.
Jupiter's cock.
I know. Yeah, it's a family show. So speaking of that one, I'll go with King Kong. This is actually one of my more favorite creative packaging. Maybe you guys can have like a creative packaging idea, but it's cool. It's like a little Buddha. If you see it, the seeds are in there. Makes a cool little charm. But this was a Big Buddha, who is famous for the blue cheese, which was one of my favorites while I was in Amsterdam. But this is actually a cross Gorilla Glue times cheese times a widow reversed. So five femmes in here. These will get popped as part of my cheese hunt. I've got.
That's what's up.
I'll have to dig them out. I've got 6 or 7 different things that I'm looking for the cheese in. So maybe we could go, you know, like, you know, your favorite packaging or something that you might be hunting or looking for specifically.
I'll branch off of the cheese subject. So
yeah.
I actually grew some Dynafem cheese, which was really nice. They were super vigorous, and they had that old school cheese terp. I'm growing some UK cheese that I got from All Star Clones. I got a blue cheese from Duckfoot Genetics or something. He's friends with Cannabis Research Co. or something like that. When I met him back in San Francisco like 2 years ago, and then I got a UK cheese guava cubed or something like that from Obsolete. So those are the 4 cheeses that I'm rocking with right now. And I did keep my Dynafem cheese around, so I have the mom of that. I'm spreading that around, and of course, I crossed it to Wilson. So I got Dynafem cheese crossed to Wilson, and I have blue cheese Wilson as well. And those are the cheeses that I'm rocking with right now. I did get to hang out with Dan from Node Labs, and he let me see some of the cheeses that they're working on with that dude actually that you just mentioned, I believe.
Wow, yeah,
and I got to actually test out Cali X's. They're a brand out here in LA. They did a bunch of Skittles cheese crosses, and I got to judge or help them choose their keeper in that hunt. So yeah, cheeses I see a resurgence of cheese. That's cool that you got that going over there. That's your privy right now. That's cool.
Thanks, man. So let's see here. I got just a kind of like a random blue cheese from your Spanish seed bank. Try the Royal Queen. They got their blue cheese. Got Garden of Green and Exodus cheese here. And of course, Greenhouse. I did just come back from Amsterdam too. So cheeses are on the deal. And then my guy Ty, he actually sent me some blue cheese. Let's see. This is getting popped. That need to go in there. This was the blue cheese, blueberry time old school cheese. So yeah, those will kind of get popped. That's what I'm hunting there. Now that I'm looking in here, you had a bunch of Thai stuff, Masonic. Have you ever heard of a Thai skunk at all?
I haven't heard of Thai skunk.
Okay, this is something. Sent me 100 of those. Not quite sure what the germ is on that, but that'll be fun to get into. I kind of shy away from some of the longer sativa strains because I grow inside in a tent. But yeah.
Yeah, you're taking one for the team doing that type of stuff over there, just there's a shock factor to your grow style when you're growing like that.
Oh man,
for experts only.
I planted some Irie genetics. I don't know if you two guys have tried some of that stuff.
Irie from Colorado. Shout out Irie.
Yep.
I see him at every Colorado. I link up with him when I see him there, and I say hi every time, and I chime in on his lives, and nice. He's gifted me some packs, and people have gifted me packs of his, but I keep dropping the ball on throwing that in my lineup. But eventually I'll get to it. Shout out Ross and Jeff, man, good people for sure. And speaking of collections, he has a dope shoe collection. Shout out his shoe collection.
Yeah, shout out the shoe collection. For we've definitely gone through the paces here. So let's see. I collect skateboards. I've got Dave. What else were you collecting last time we talked?
I'm more of a collector of older video games, other than the Siege that you see here. But that's the stuff you grew up with. The nostalgia that you had when you're thinking about how shitty things can be going sometimes. You know what? Wasn't it great when I was 12? And the only thing that mattered was Sega Genesis.
Yes, all the He-Man toys. You're probably a fan of the Stranger Things, then, yeah.
I do enjoy that.
Stranger Things.
Go ahead, Masonic.
Everybody tells me.
I collect a bunch of crap too, man. I like video games, I collect vinyls, and CDs and tapes. I got an extensive vinyl collection, just like the seed collection. Vinyl collection, my glass collection. I have a comic book collection, a Pokemon card collection. I collect chickens. I'm
That's right.
I'm an extremist in things that I do. I can't get into stuff because then I'm I just gotta freaking, be crazy about it. Radical.
I heard Joe Rogan once. He's like, I'm misguided because I'm really good at something and I give it 110%, but everything else kind of falls to the side. It's tunnel vision. But you got a variety of things going, so you got multiple hallways.
Yeah. like I just bought a Hulk 181, the first appearance of Wolverine. Like that's like my most recent heady collection, you know. That's
Oh, okay. Going back,
like
do you have do you got display cases, or do you like, I've got, I mean, behind me on the tent, I've got, you know, I got my tech decks, my collector tech decks. They're just still in the packaging, hanging on the wall, so you can look at them, you know.
yeah, I do. I have a couple of nice display cases with like some of my, you know, I call them trophies, you know, like just cool things that
Dude.
I've acquired and got through the years, you know, like even like I shouldn't, I use this as a daily driver, but I probably shouldn't. Like one of my motherships, you know, it's just this could
Nice.
go in there, you know, just I've gotten very blessed with these cool little nice things that I collect now, you know, along with seeds and other things, and it's things that I like, you know.
Yeah.
It is
Well,
what it is. Yeah.
it's nice to be able to appreciate them, and like Dave said, you know, they do kind of give a sense of nostalgia. You know, I'm looking at so many things in front of me on my desk that, yeah, it's totally, you know, I've got my little at that I made, and yeah, you know, tech deck. So there's always something around to keep
Yeah, I've been
us
buying
young,
toys.
right? Keep us young.
I have a freaking Sandman toy right here, just chilling next to me. Freaking just
Nice.
ridiculous. Yeah, that's one of my favorite, you know, comic book arcs,
Okay.
Sandman. So
So what else you got for us, Dave? What is the blue? I see all the blue.
That's a
What's
lot of. Mean Gene's got some newer packaging.
damn, what crosses are those? I haven't seen that.
You got the Cherry AK-47 Gelato 33 Cherry Limeade. It's a lot of that. Jessica OG Lime F5.
wasn't the cherry limeade one of your, just like, I remember you had one pack from it. Okay, that was your like absolute stud.
Anything with that Gelato 33 Cherry Limeade male, it's gold. It gives it that gassiness. If it's with the runts, it took that kind of that runts flavor and put some lime gas on it. It was wonderful.
Nice.
So I'm actually very excited for that cherry AK to see if I can get some cherry with that lime, because there was more lime gas that came through with the G33 Cherry Limeade. But he's got the white with the Gelato 33 Cherry Limeade.
I like seeing the white getting tossed into a lot of things lately. Seems like, I don't know, for some reason the last 6 months or something, I've seen a lot of that tossed in. I'm happy. Did that say burners something on it?
Yeah, you didn't read that.
I'm just gonna call it out right now. I'm just calling it out, dude.
Well, I'm over here. Burners Gelato.
Well,
Okay.
That's the thing. He got it as Burner's Gelato, but he believes it's the 41 after growing it out side by side. That's why he's putting it as it was. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful, man. Transparency is key, man. You gotta love
Absolutely.
it. I got a strain called Burner's Cookies, actually, too, from the Modern Epigenetics camp. I got it in the worst way, but you know, shout out Modern Epigenetics, and you know, really good people right there. But I did get a Burner's Cookies, and it is what it is. You know, it's Burner's Cookies. Shout out Big Burn.
I got no comment, Dave. Save me. Save me.
We got the Coca-Cola root beer mean mug.
Nice.
Some older Bodie. Lucky Charms.
Was that
old school.
Yeah. Was that last one, the root beer mean mug? Was that the Dutch Blooms, or was that Mean Gene?
That is from Dutch Blooms. He didn't put anything fancy on the back. He just hand wrote Cocoa mug. But
oh yeah,
totally Dutch Blooms.
That's awesome. That's stoked. And you're gonna be up there this weekend at his farm, right, Masonic?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at I'm not sure if I'm gonna be at his farm. I think it's at the mothership headquarters. I'm just gonna go in and I'm showing up. It's tomorrow. I'm not going tomorrow. I'm going Friday.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to his farm tomorrow. I guess I fucked up, you know. I'm gonna miss out on all the fun.
Hey, that's okay, man. I'm like twice as close to you, and I'm not even gonna be able to make it, so it's all good. I wish I could. The invite was there, but I got fucking adulting that I have to do, which is no fun. So I'll do that. I'll live vicariously through you guys.
Yeah, Burner doesn't grow Jack. He grows cookies. Get it? Jack.
I love burner jokes, so please, guys, keep them coming all night long.
Oh man.
You know what? Where'd that sound say? Best burner joke of the night, judged by the three of us, gets this pack of cherry pines. How about that? I'll send that out to you tomorrow. Best burner joke. I'm bringing it on. No cancer jokes, guys. That's not funny though.
That's man, you're terrible, man. That's so bad. Please don't even go there. I didn't even know that was a thing. People are evil, man.
All right.
I'm actually.
I'll rescind that. I'll give this away later for something else. I take it back. Okay, yeah. I take it back. Thank you, Masonic.
Leave everybody alone, man.
Right. Yeah. So what can you pull out and show us next, Burn? What
you got burn on the bread?
I got some cookies, fam. Let me break them out. Let me see. I got some cookies over here. You're killing it.
Oh, I didn't even mean to do that.
No, it's all good.
So what's something within your reach there?
All right, I'm gonna grab a handful of Thug Pug packs. I have tons of Thug Pug. Because remember when Thug Pug dropped this Black album?
No, see, I'm not that hip, man. I've never had like money or like good internet, so I don't know where to find these things until Dave shows me.
So Bernard, I mean,
she's gonna learn that.
These are going out to you on Tuesday, bro. Coming to your way. No.
Thug Pug dropped his Black album, and everyone went crazy and bought up all his stock. So that's why I have a bunch of Jay-Z's Black albums.
Nice. They are popular, man. He's got some real freaking fire.
I'm happy. I'm not like complaining. I tapped in when this was pennies on the dollar now. You know what I mean? Like I'm invested. Like I tapped in when they were like I let Wee Woo crashed at my booth in Colorado when I had when there was an Indo Expo, and he let me get a bunch of packs like on the strength, just to, whatever. So I ended up with tons of peanut butter breath, tons of garlic breath, tons of, just some of his, namesake strains, some of his flagship strains. And, I've popped so many of them, gave out just as many. And I just, just things like that. That's at arm's reach. So that's what I grabbed right here for you guys,
So what if you put 5 of those in your hands, which ones are they and which one would you pop first if you had to? This is like the Christmas catalog as a kid. Okay, on this page, if I could have 3 things, what would I take?
So I grabbed 5, right? I picked up Natural Gas, Putrid Michigan, Urinal Cake, and 2 Sure Breath packs. I would pop the Sure Breath. This one is really fucking good. I would pop. I haven't heard too much. I grew the Urinal Cake. Nah, I didn't really care for it. The Putrid Michigan, I don't have too much feedback on it, as well as the Natural Gas. I would grow the Sure Breath just because I know what's coming out of it. I've grown this one before. I've had homies that have ran lines with it, and it's just a great way to stay in shape.
Now, are you choosing that one maybe because it's like a great smoke, or does it grow well and produce well, or what's kind of the attraction on that one?
Terps. I'm all about the terps. So that one, the smells off of it are fucking out of this world, and that translates into the taste. And as far as the high goes, we'll figure it out as we go. But yeah, like you have to taste good to even be around. Like I don't want to be living with something that doesn't taste good, even if it and that goes to you can meet that criteria. You can find something that tastes good that also gets you fucking, high as fuck, or, medicated or whatever.
Yeah. We're saying before that pretty much all of the cannabis today should get you high. Like it should get you high. So it really comes back to like flavor and smell.
So I just read something really silly. Terps are why shit is so watered down these days. That doesn't really make any sense to me. Water doesn't really have a lot of flavor. Terps has flavor. That doesn't really correlate to me. You know what I mean? Like terpless varieties that are Instagram user friendly and visually stunning are why stuff is watered down when it comes to the terpene profile. If you're talking about watered down as far as like bottlenecking genetics and like stuff isn't to your privy or isn't as a pure hybrid as it should be, like that's just your opinion, fam. But like watered down and terps are completely water terps different, you know. That's and I don't think that's the case. And if you mean watered down as far as effect is concerned, I could see where you're coming from with that, because people aren't aiming towards just getting you high. Like it's weird, but
Okay.
I've hung out with dudes that are like, man, I got this crazy THC percentage, but hey, dude, like there's other stuff that's not even like hidden stats, to say the least, that we're not even charting, that aren't illegal, and like it's just that you could throw that out the window, because you know.
Yeah.
That's just that.
And I see his comment later. It looks more of like a gas kind of OG flavor. So, you know, it's Kevin Jodry. I steal this from him all the time. He's been saying it for fucking ever. But fruity, floral, gassy, and earthy. Those are your 4 major categories. You can almost break all strains down into one of those 4, and everybody's not going to like all 4 of them at the same time. So, yeah, I think that's what he's getting at. Smoke to medicate, not to taste or smell. Yeah. Some people do. I like my medicine to taste good though, so I look for the flavors.
I usually take some, like, really, you know, I'm a dab smoker. I smoke flower too, and it's always coming down to like it's got to taste good. It's just like I'm not gonna sit here and smoke. I'm not even gonna name strains because I'm just gonna start upsetting people. But like I'm gonna smoke the papayas. I'm gonna smoke even GMO, even if it's freaking all over the place. I'm still gonna smoke GMO, even if it's like, you know, it's just the foundation of my high. But at the end of the day, to each their own. And I just feel like, you know, I just skim through so many seeds and smoke even more weed. So I just feel like I just have my own little say.
Well, that's the fun thing, especially about shows like this, you know, seed collectors, because there is such a variety. Whatever you're into, you can get it. You can find it. So what, Dave, you're talking gassy. What other than the Mean Genes, what gas have you pulled lately?
Have I pulled lately? Well, as far as the seeds go, you got the nug head there. That should be extra gassy with the sour diesel headband.
Nug head, so Skunk Tech. Okay, Skunk Tech, Nug. Nice.
Skunk Tech's got some good stuff. I love getting clones from that guy too. They're a little pricey, but that's okay. Not right. $2,000 pricey, but that's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all a return investment too.
True.
You know,
it's a personal. I love collecting it. I enjoy collecting it. I love popping them too. Yeah. It's just I just never seem to have the room to pop fucking all. That's my problem.
Yeah, it's, you know, hopefully we'll live forever. But let's see, something that I've popped lately. I can load up right now some Dairy Queen. This is some old TGA stock. Dairy Queen. Oh, why am I on the small screen? How about that? Okay. Boom. This came to me from Miranda Family Farms. It was kind enough. He actually did a giveaway on Eagle's show, on Eagle Gardens. Sent me out some stuff. Bike seat. He's working with some TGA stuff. Hazy Margarita times the AFCU Overdrive. Haven't popped into these yet. But I've known some people that actually ran this one, the Seesaw Sally, Lemon Stilton times Zinger, and then 2 soups, Zinger times the PBJ. So I'll be diving into those soon. Miranda Family Farms, he's out on the East Coast. It's got a good thing going with the TGA, and then Subcool, the Dank subsequently. Is that anything you've ever gotten into, Dave? Did you ever get into any of the older TGA, or when it became the Dank, Subcool's the Dank, or Miss Jill now as well, Miss Jill Genetics?
I haven't personally. I've only thing I've ever run was a Cindy 99 Vortex.
Okay.
That was from Duke Diamond. That was
nice.
Very good, but it wasn't pure Vortex, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still on the big screen. I'm paying attention tonight.
I saw a question a very long time ago in the chat asking about what did you get with your burgers in here, Chad?
Oh, with my burgers and beers, I got 2 males. Unfortunately. So I didn't keep them around because I haven't run the strain yet. I'm not familiar with it. So I'm not going to keep a male that I don't know what to somewhat expect, but I have other opportunities and I'm going to be taking them because I really do want to hunt that. Both of the, it's the burgers and beers. It was a cross of, let's see, put me back here, Donnie Burger and then root beer. And kind of one of the things that I enjoyed or enjoy about the ranch as well. So actually, I'll sidetrack. I did pop the purple pineapple at the same time. Popped a couple of these. Both of them were female. Both of them were very uniform. They grew freaking beautifully. Good shape. Didn't have to do any training. Dense, tight nugs. Actually, that's curing in the other room right now. But yeah, back to this one though. Like, I will be popping them again. But the one thing I like about some of his stuff is where he sources them from. The provenance is important because there's a lot of Spanish and European seed banks that will say, what did Masonic come out with today? What did he just release? Oh, okay, sweet. Let's add the word feminize. Guess what? We've got XYZ feminized. So they do that a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
provenance
that's whack.
is important, man.
That's whack. Yeah, as far as paper trails are concerned, that matters big time. Like, hey, where'd you get that? Oh, got it from here, and hopefully you could ask them, and things like that. This Instagram culture is a big part of that actually. With the auctions that happen here, with the people that come up here, like oh, it's from homeboy on Instagram, and it's like, oh, is he a good guy? Yeah, he's a good guy. He's friends with yada yada. Okay, it's a real strain. Like, that's kind of the paper trails that we'll have, but hopefully there'll be something better than that. But with the amount of hobbyists coming out at this rate, it's kind of hard to track that down. But we just got to rely on good just being in good circles and intuition. But that's why we mingle and talk to be like, hey man, like you probably don't want those European seeds. Like, they're probably not the real ones. Like, I seen someone here earlier when you were going down the list of the cheese varieties that you had. They're like, oh, like, one of them, they're like, that's not legit. And I'm, it goes to show,
Yeah. And I mean, a good example is I have, a person I know, she grows the purple punch and she grows it very freaking well. It's absolutely not the purple punch, but that's what was on the seed pack from the distributor. So she's convinced it's purple punch. And like, there's absolutely, unless it's the unicorn pheno that I've never seen out of anybody who's ever grown purple punch, it's not freaking purple punch. But that doesn't automatically mean it's going to be bad either. That's kind of the fun roll of the dice sometimes with these companies. It's like, oh, it's the latest, hottest name that you just heard put on a package. Well, I'll try it. It might be really good. I don't care about the name so much.
Yeah, me and Purple Punch go way back. I got the Village's cut of the Purple Punch, and I was running that for like when it was hot, and I gave it to one of my buddies, and he wouldn't stop running it, and that kind of ended our friendship. You know what I mean? I'm just playing around. That's a joke. That's how bad Purple Punch can be in friendships. But that's a joke. That's a joke.
Well, dude, there's always, you know what? A lot of the good strains cause loss of friends, throughout like the history. There's the whole sour diesel story about, kind of guys on the East Coast, like a lot of people who got pissed off because they had it or didn't have it. And yeah, life is a little competitive sometimes. I'm glad it's not so much that way now with the availability of seeds, the availability of cuts, and just the knowledge.
No doubt. And there's so many people that you could go, vibe with. And, there's so many pockets of and sex in this, even in amongst this Instagram, community. I know there's Reddit, and then there's, the old forums and shit. There's probably couple Discord ones and just things like that. So it's cool to see, like, there's options,
Yeah. Well, what did you just throw up there, Dave? I see you added something to the stack there.
Yeah, just a few different things. Your burgers and beer,
Oh yeah.
Purple Unicorn, Gelato 33, a bunch of Mean Gene, a bunch of Skunk Tech, the Josh D999 and Sky Jaro. I got this one from Nick, the Triangle Kush S1 Loud OG Pheno with the OG Jaro. He got those from Mean Gene.
Now, Triangle Kush goes back a long ways to like Florida.
That's a hot topic there.
That's a hot topic.
If it's the real OG or isn't, but
right.
That's just a matter of opinion.
Yeah. I grew those Ghost OG Sky Jaros. Those were really good.
Nice.
Was that a big one? Did you do that outdoors?
Yeah, I did those outdoors. Actually, I didn't really get too many full expressions on those. I grew them really, really stout, really short. But I did get some seed stock off of it, so I'm gonna try to find that terp at least amongst that seed stock.
Nice. So I see a question in chat. It's Nick up in Eureka. No, I believe Nick Risden, Lime Rising Farm.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And I believe this Sunday on FCP they're going to do an auction for him.
Cool. You would know. Yeah, I've seen he's had a stint put in the other day. If you guys follow him on Instagram, you can definitely catch up and give the man your support. So that's cool. That will be here Sunday doing another seed auction. So I know where Dave will be.
I donated to this one, so I probably won't be participating.
You're bidding your own shit back. Like, oh, I sent the wrong box. Damn it. So how do you, Masonic, do you ever host auctions yourself? It sounds like you kind of participate in them when they catch your fancy, but do you do that as well? Or do you just kind of straight, here's the deal, get it while you can?
Yeah, I do my share of charity, and I'm every day is charity over here. I'm always in a giving mood, So
that's awesome.
I got, it just is, I'll do one big bang a year, a couple here and there. I go to the auctions, I drop here and there.
Do you ever stand around? You ever stand around in your shop and play Oprah? You get a pack and you get a pack and I'll get a pack.
Not yet, but I'm whoever, go support Nick. He needs help. Go, Future Cannabis Project. Check that out. They always got some shit that could upgrade your garden up in there. Always good to uplift, the community. Only we got each other's back. So, keep that in mind when you're participating. And that's good karma points. And you get some dope ass beans. So, homie needs some help. So go holla at Nick, man. For real. Awesome. I know I have. So,
Yeah, you've definitely not only been a participator in those auctions, you've donated. You've been a solid dude for the community. There's no doubt about it. No doubt. Yeah. I know times could be tough, and like I said, we only got each other's backs, and that's it.
That's true. Well, you do a lot, which is good, and just even the hunting, doing those hunts, you might find something that you really enjoy that might make it out there that is like the answer to someone's insomnia. So people doing, any amount really is good, but the more you can, the better, because that's hopefully how we find stuff. And you seem pretty unconcerned with giving out the cuts. Like, you don't seem like too much of a hoarder there. Is there just kind of reason for that, or you like having backups out there?
It doesn't make or break me. People like to revolve their craft and their persona or around just that one cut, but it's like that's not how I operate. He's not. No one's gonna do what I do, how I do it, or I'm not worried about what other people are doing. And they could have the same tools and I could give it to them, but like I'm a whole different lane. I'm me. Like there's only one person like this, and they should think the same way. And that's why I get it. I respect the homies that give me cuts, and they're like, "Hey, dude, don't give that to nobody. Don't give it to nobody." And it's that easy, just as easy as it is as not giving it to people. Not that cut, but like stuff that I find myself and acquire myself that are up for grabs. Like if I go pay $1,000 for something like a cut, I'm not gonna turn around and be like, hey, this is $1,000. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I got a fucking handful, go spend X amount of money and here's a free fucking cut. And it's usually, very affordable. So just things like that. And I do put some respect on some stuff. There's some stuff that isn't in my best interest to give out, but as far as back to tie into that, yeah, it's also to keep it alive. You put it in the network and they'll tell you if it's good. If it's good, they'll keep it around. And that's how you also know if something's good. Because like I put a Panama Red into the network. I grew it back in 2019 and it's been around since, late 2020. It's been around and people just keep it around. And I'm just like, damn, you guys still got that around? I still have it around. Why do I have it around? Because it's a little history lesson. It's fucking Panama Red. So I just kind of just keep it around for shits and giggles, kind of an ornamental more than anything. And some people dig it. Some people are like, damn, that's some good weed, man. I'm just like, damn, all power to you, fam.
Yeah, I had somebody actually 6-7 months ago ask me, like, dude, where can I get Panama Red? And at the time I didn't really know, but within the week, one of the people on Dago was working with it. So I'm like, here you go. Hit them up. Get it hooked up. Which, yeah, that's cool. The preservation too. And, I understand not giving out some things because you might want to keep working it. You might have other plans for it. So it's not it's not the painted picture yet. It's just the sketch.
But not everything's for everyone. I hate to say it. Like, you can't have that
true.
one,
Yeah.
Like, I got some cuts that the homie hit me up the other day, and he probably knows who I'm talking about right now that he's hearing this. He's like, hey, he's like, is that one up for grabs? And I'm like, not that one. And he's just like, I knew it. And I'm just like, so it could go both ways, like, or the homie gave me a cut. He's like, hey, man, let me do some work with it before you can start giving it to people. Don't tell me
fair.
Twice,
Yeah, fair enough. It's easy to respect.
Yeah. And I was this close to start giving it out, and he hits me up. He's like, hey, dude, remember I told you? I was like, you did. Like, thank you for telling me, because I don't give a fuck, I'm just like, and I'm like, honestly, I don't care. Like I was this close to giving it out, but I totally spaced, but it's because I'm dealing with, so much shit. So it's like, of course it fucking slipped me. And then he's like, yeah, I'm like doing stuff with that right now. Just wait for me. I'm like, man, you don't even have to explain yourself. Like, you did tell me that. I remember now. Like, you specifically said, don't let me work with that before you start giving it out. And I'm like, and he knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to homie Hydra. Did a good guy right there.
Word. Dave, you were talking about cuts earlier, getting some cuts or working with cuts. What tends to be or seems to be the best like packaging for cuts? Because I'm sure you've seen a few. I've seen like 3D printed, plastic caps with a light you put on the solo cup that looks good. I've seen like the 4-packs with that fit the Rockwell in the bottom, just like little plastic. Is there anything that seems to work better than others?
I like it's like a plastic tubes with little rubber caps on the end.
Like a hard plastic?
Yes. Those seem to work really well. Honestly, as long as it gets there. And what was that?
I'm just playing. They're like the tubes, right?
Yeah.
At first, I didn't know how to take them out. I'm like sticking a stick in there and all this crap. Apparently, you got to smack them out, right? Or something like that. I forgot. Skunk Tech told me, but I already forgot. I even made a how-to video. I made a how to take your clone out of the tube video, and I forgot. Jesus Christ.
Well, I open the cap and I grab the plug and it comes out.
What do you do? Like you like kind of do this, or you like kind of go like that?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all the way in there.
Sometimes they are stuck. Sometimes the plugs are a little like really big, and you kind of gotta really almost grab like a pen or something on the other side and jab it through.
What was the first Skunk Signal clone that was dropped, or the first claim cell that was dropped through Skunk Cell?
Oh man, I don't even remember anymore. He's done so
many. Was it Tahoe? Was it Tahoe?
I don't think so. I think that was later.
Was it GMO root beer? No, that was later. What was it?
I think it might have been the GMO root beer is one of the first ones he dropped.
I think I got the Tahoe before I got the GMO root beer. Tahoe came later. Look, yeah, somebody's in here. You guys are on it. What was the first one? Hey, yo, Skunk Tech, get in here. Where's Skunk at? Oh,
send out the skunk signal.
Yo, but I've gotten a handful of Skunk Tech clones as well. I try to make it my mission to get everyone he dropped. I was pretty persistent about it. I might have missed one or two, especially recently. I haven't been grabbing too much stuff. I'm to the neck with shit right now, so I'm just working with what I got. He did give me a bunch of his headband hybrids, and I did get to hang out with him and smoke some of them before he dropped some of them. Yeah, shout out Skunk Tech. We go way back at like Emerald Cup or some shit. We were on the bus, and he had some sour gelato, Pheno number 5 or some shit, and he gave me some nugs of it. And this is before the root beer hype. And I'm like, hey, there's a seed in it. He's like, oh, I'm doing like a root beer project right now, and it might be root beer in there. And I'm at the time I thought nothing of it. I go home, I grow the bag seed, and sure enough, it had like root beer. Now that I not even now, when I thought about it later, and I'm like, damn, like I could see the root beer in there, And I crossed it to Wilson, of course. But yeah, I had the sour gelato 5. We'll just say it's a mystery cross still. Times Wilson, but allegedly it was the root beer, and I have, followed up with him on that conversation. He's like, yeah, like that's what happened. And I'm just like, fuck yeah,
Nice.
Been tapped in on the root beer terps. That's pretty dope.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a happy accident, because I've heard from, I think it was, Dutch Blooms, that the root beer terp is there. Maybe it was Mean Gene, but it's elusive. It's not every one you pop that you're gonna get the root beer terps out of it. So that's what I was looking for when I was popping the burgers and beers. I'm like, I want to experience this root beer.
So I've smoked and grown GMO root beer in flower form and hash rosin form. I've smoked the root beer BX2 that Ranch has, that Byron grew, and that sour gelato was another representation of it. And I also grew the root beer pure face off Thai from Source. Wow. So these are all my experiences with root beer, and I found a common theme amongst these, and it's kind of like a cushy, it's kind of like cushy, like a sharp pure kush. That's my best way to describe it. And it's very subtle. It is very subtle. It is very smooth in all these experiences. Like when I smoked the GMO root beer, it kind of toned down the raunchiness and made it more cushy,
Is it a little sweet, a little bit of sweetness on the back end?
I wouldn't say sweet, because sweet correlates to candy. So okay. I would just say like cushy, like fire,
I've got my Burmese Kush here that I'll go for next.
I don't even know how to. I'm terrible at this, but just that's my best way to describe it. So,
I found it to be more of like a creamy. The GMO root beer did like a creamy root beer kind of.
Yeah. So exactly, it toned it down. It took out the raunchiness from the GMO. So totally. that kind of that's I can see that.
I'm laughing because there's a rad comment here. Masonic should be on The Simpsons. His knowledge of terps is from the future. I just love to see you as a Simpsons character.
Oh man!
Right? Call up Matt Groening. Where's Matt Groening when you need him? I think that's his name.
Is that how you say his last name?
I don't know, man.
I've always said groin.
It's funner.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. I'm just going down that route because I'm silly. Did any of you guys catch the new Beavis and Butthead movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe is out. It's on Paramount Plus. You owe me Paramount Plus. But yeah,
Paramount Plus has South Park now too, or something like that.
Okay.
They've been advertising the shit out of it. South Park is now on Paramount Plus. And it's like, damn, Paramount Plus, you guys. Well, they're doing things, That's cool. Shout out Paramount Plus.
They're going hard on it.
Like special licensed movies now with South Park coming out on Paramount Plus.
Dude, the original South Park movie was pretty fucking good, though.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
can we all agree on that?
I grew up on it.
I
I can't even repeat the first line that came to my head when you said that. That's how beautiful that movie is. I can't.
As long as we don't start calling each other Uncle Fucker, we'll be good.
Oh my god, that's exactly the line I was fucking thinking of.
Shut your
Jesus
fucking face,
Christ.
Uncle Fucker. You're a dirty ball. No, okay. Family show.
Yeah.
Cox to Uncle Fucker. We're getting it all in tonight.
Yes. So when is Uncle Fucker coming out, Masonic?
Uncle Fucker, that one is we're doing that one. It has to be a Canadian collaboration of some sort, you know.
If you cross like the maple leaf with something else, you
Yeah.
might be able to get it. Did you ever get in, either of you, did you guys ever get into some of the older Sensi Seed stuff, or you like the maple leaf, or 4-way, some of the more traditional?
I'm more privy to the Instagram culture of strains, like how it like came hard on the scene. I'm not from the form days. I'm 29 years old also, so
Jesus.
like, so like I just know what I know. Like I grew up smoking stress, and then I got introduced to OG, and then the medical scene out here in Cali, and then I just like started growing bag seeds and whatever random clone I could get my hands on. And then like I kind of went on the internet, typed in how to grow weed, and a couple of forums came up, and I tried to get privy to like Grass City one time, but like it wasn't user friendly. So I kind of made a post and I had tried to have my wife help me follow up on it. It didn't really help out. I was caught up in real life, but still growing hot. And then Instagram kind of becomes popular, and I'm like, I go on Instagram and I'm go down this rabbit hole of already established Instagram weed people, and I just kind of those are the players of the game. And at the time there was like Sub Cool and guys like that, but I didn't even get privy to Sub Cool at the time, like Oni and Tiger Trees and Y East and like Exotic Mike and Capulator, all the guys that I would see at the actual events in person, like Ninja and some of them bigger than others, but like those are the guys that I started getting privy to off the bat. And then I kind of worked my way from there. So like, those are the guys that I seen first, and then I had to figure out everybody else. Yeah. So I'm oblivious to a lot of stuff too. So like it was like a fresh mind as far as like even politics and dramas and beefs were concerned. Like, oh, he doesn't like him, or he did. I'm like, oh my God, even to this day, it's like, oh, like, and then I'm part of it too now. Like, plug me in there. Like, you're part of it now too, motherfucker.
Hey, man. And anybody over 10,000 followers is fair game, right?
Oh yeah, it's easy to throw. When you're doing stuff, it's easy to be like, fuck that guy. Fuck me.
Yeah. They tend to be vocal, but they're the minority, so it doesn't. In the big picture, there's a lot of awesome people out there. A lot of people supporting what you do.
No doubt.
And whatever everybody's doing, everybody's got their haters. If you're doing good, you got some haters. I've had 2 so far, and I love it. Thank you guys. Keep it up.
You're hilarious. That's too funny. Yeah.
How about you, Dave? Who hates you?
Bodie's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Plant more seeds. Nobody can hate Bodie. He's just like, what do you mean?
So okay, so we've got Green Bodie down in Eugene, who is a fun character to listen to. He's got some fun philosophies. He's done some good work, and then we also got Bodie. Dave, I saw you had a pack from him earlier. That dude's elusive. That guy's on like my dream list to get a hold of to freaking shoot the shit.
He just did a dope thing with Burner. Did you see that?
Motherfucker.
Ah!
You're fucking, are you playing with me, dude?
I am not fucking with you, dude. I am not fucking with you. They did a whole album, a Seed to Sell album, and Bodie is on the intro of the album, and they're doing a seed drop and album. Look at your heart. It is just crushed. I'm gonna call Burn right now. Be like, "Hey, bro, is it true you're doing a release with the fucking Plant More Seeds?" Oh my God!
All right, my face hurts. Ah, shit. Let's see. Claude, they want my Chad kit. Oh, damn. I don't have any more. I was gonna say I've got one right here. So this is like my history packs. They usually come out. Where's my stickers? I need a sticker. Damn it! I gotta put a sticker on it. Oh, I got stickers everywhere. This is the history pack. There's only a few that go out there, cause I don't know. I just give my shit away. But bam, that's what it looks like. Get the little Twin Peaks owl on your crate. Open it up. I got some pictures on my Instagram on what they look like, but gotta have fun with seed packs.
Look, I just asked Big Burn if the drop is still happening. He said, "Yeah."
Oh my mother.
I respect that, dude. Burn's the homie, man. Come on, Burn's good people.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant. He's successful, man. Being successful makes you a target. Oh, Jesus.
I remember when I came up, it's like, hey, you smoked weed? Dope. What's up? And that's how weed works. There's like, fuck what you listen to. Yeah, business, that's his business. You know, did he fuck your business up? Did he? But we're just doing something else now. But whatever. That's just my 2 cents, you know? And I do understand the stigma and like stuff being, you know, original. Like, yeah, Wu-Tang Clan has the dopest raps and they fucking,
Right.
you know, they rap their asses off and underground rap. Yeah, I get it. I know where
It's all little inside jokes too. People love to give me shit. Oh man, yeah. But I will say, my recent trip to Amsterdam, I definitely visited the Cookies remodeled greenhouse. So the greenhouse down on the Green Mile with the main street in Nieuwendijk.
You gave
remodeled
in. You gave in. Did you?
Yes.
Is this the first time this news gets leaked out?
Yes.
Is this the first?
Yeah.
You see, guys. You see, he's caving in. Finally, I remember
Now
on
I gotta.
Instagram, when I first stepped on, dudes were like, "Oh, cookies! I'll never grow cookies. I'll never grow cookies," and then fucking, I give up. You know, they just all caved in.
It's everywhere.
Every single last one of them. Gelatos, cookies, everything. I don't. Maybe there is a breeder. Maybe I'm just generalizing and just you know, putting everybody in the same fucking bucket. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, everyone's like, fuck it, just a runs cross, fuck it, a gelato cross, fuck it, just whatever. It's what they want. Just do it. You know.
Yeah. Again, you know, it's hard to argue with the market because the consumers they drive the market and they tell kind of growers what needs to be grown, and that is something that for a long time needs to be grown. So you know, you can't argue that.
I've sat in some pretty like, you know, astute places where money's on the line and there's like grows and lights and it's just all this stuff that you know I'm not used to. I'm used to the sun and just throwing shit out and just being like, dope, nice. I spent a bag of soil and my time and water on that. Beautiful. But these guys are like, is it purple? Does it yield? I'm just like, whoa, get me the fuck out of here. I'm getting dizzy. And that's where weed is at right now.
Yeah. And that sounds like the opposite of Bodhi, which is why I kind of like I dug the interviews that he has done. And that's why I think it would be such a fun conversation because he just seems to be, again, I've never met him, but seems very laid back and just go with the flow and what is, man.
Especially after the collabo, you know what I mean? It's solidified the go with the flow, man. Just go with the flow.
Well, that's good. Maybe now I can find his contact info somewhere.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Bodhi. I'm growing some Bodhi gear. I grew his goji. I grew his goji. I have my keeper from the goji. Buddy of mine back in the day, Warp Genetics, grew his gojis and did some F2s with them. And he gave me a bunch, and out of respects for Bodhi, we never let those see the light of the day. Like no one has seen those Goji F2s. I have a bunch. No one's seen them. I probably should dig through them myself just for personal reasons. But yeah, that ties back into the conversation of just letting stuff out. Hey man, like you don't. Nah, there's stuff that I kind of put some respect on. You know, like I'm not just gonna go whore out Goji F2. Or Mac F2 because I did have the Mac when Capulator did his Mac release from a regular seed stock. We did some F2s. A buddy of mine, Paramount Grower, and I had some. And I'm like, yo, Cap, how would you feel if I gave these away as freebies? He's like, yo, how about you F2 your shit and give your shit away as freebies? And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm just like, but you know, but I'm locked in with Cap. But that's what he told me. And I'm just like, okay, like, and as long as it's how you play your cards right then and there, I could have been like, whatever, and just went ahead and, hey guys, Mac F2s over here. And this is back then. And I was like, hey, that's a bad fucking idea. I don't even know what the fuck I asked him. Like, let me get the fuck out of here. But that was my fucking, it just is what it is. I'm 29. I probably asked that when I was a dumb 25-year-old or something. You know what I mean? Just playing my cards, doing my thing. And, you know, thank God I didn't do that. You know, thank God I never did that, you know?
Yeah, you learn along the way, hopefully. You know, that's the thing too. The more relationships you build too, you understand the importance of some things like that. Something like that could, you know, ruin a friendship that might last for years. It might produce many other great things. So
yeah, we did an official collaboration. So if I would have fucking did that, I would have never been able to do the Stranded, which was his Shiver Me Timbers that, you know, he gave me a teen of. I pulled up to his facility and I crossed it to Wilson and we called it Stranded, you know?
I love that. So where did you get the name Wilson? Obviously, I'm assuming the volleyball because it's on a lot of the graphics or the movie, but why Wilson?
So Wilson, okay, so Castaway. So Wilson is Banana OG Papaya times Tropicana F2. Banana OG Papaya is Castaway. So Castaway is Banana OG Papaya times Tropicana F2. So Castaway times Trop is Wilson. It's a play on words, Castaway. It stemmed off the Castaway, so it turned into Wilson. Okay. And I didn't name Castaway. I didn't name Wilson. Oni named those strains. And that goes back to the original packaging. If you see the original packaging on the seeds when they were first dropped, this is how I labeled them: Castaway times Tropicana F2.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
This is my.
Wow. That's like the OG card right there, right?
Oh,
that's the collector's item. That's the one that's going to be sitting in the hemp museum later. Oh, you're on mute. Let's see. Yep, you're muted.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, cool. There we go. So this is the original one. You see? And then I never would name my stuff. I would always
do the crosses.
Yeah, I would always do the crosses. So, but then it ended up in Oni's hands.
Wow.
Official collaborative effort, not like no funny business, you know.
Right.
And you know, he named it Wilson, and he named the other 4 strains that I made for Oni. So this is kind of, you know, I still didn't name stuff. I still kept calling stuff. You know, if I did a Death Star cross, I called it Death Star Wilson. If I did a Starburst cross, I called it Starburst Wilson. And it wasn't until maybe around 2019 when I started naming stuff, because when I went to Emerald Cup 2018 and I, you know, sold tons of whatever, a bunch of seeds ended up in a bunch of people's hands, 2018 Emerald Cup. I went back home, and the next harvest season or whatever, all my strains were lost amongst other names. Like, people just started calling it whatever they wanted because it's not in their best interest to call something GMO I95 Star Dog times Wilson.
It's a mouthful.
Just like these. It's just like, hey, dude, what's Triangle Kush Tangy Tropicana Cherry Pie Tangy times Wilson? What should I call that? And I'm just like, fuck, you know. So they just started calling shit whatever the fuck they wanted, and I learned quick, like, oh, I got to start naming this shit because I'm not gonna have a paper trail as time goes by of who grew what. It's gonna get lost in translation. So I started naming shit.
That's good. Do you have a rhyme or reason to it, or is it
when I name stuff?
Yeah,
it's usually a play on words or has to do with the actual plant. You know.
Cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Dave? What are some of the odder names that you've come across in your collecting?
Oh
Because
man,
there's some good ones out there.
oh totally. We went over one earlier. I won't bring it up again for the 19th time, but yeah, tight ass is one I've seen. That was kind of an interesting name. Top of my head. Dog shit. There's so many out there if you really think about it. Kind of go down the line, especially nowadays. There's just so many crosses. And people who don't really have the respect, they just throw a name on it. Don't really throw it out there.
And then there's like the influx of there's like rap songs and artists, and they drop a song, and it's of course a bunch of dudes are going to drop a couple renditions of the same name, because especially if they're a common theme, there's some that you just can't blatantly jack. Like you can't just make a strain called Blue Dream, like, yo bro, like that one's established, but if a couple dudes make a Peach Fuzz, I wouldn't be like surprised, like, yeah, like, Third Gen made one, and then somebody else made one, and then yeah, that one's an easy one. But as time goes by, there's some strains that like, yo, like you can't just jock that name, like that one's, there's only one, so. But some are easy to rename for sure.
Northern Lights number 33. You guys never heard of that one? No.
Is that an NL5 G33 cross? That sounds kind of gnarly. I fuck with that.
I would too. That would be, man. I do dig some of the older, the Amsterdam strains, where kind of talking about earlier, some of that older Sensi Seed stuff. I like playing with it against some of the newer things, just to see what we find, see what can be recombined. But again, I do things at a snail's pace with the area I have, but it's all in fun.
Yeah. So, what did you ever seen Friday? The movie Friday?
Dude, yes.
When Smokey's walking out the door and he doesn't have enough money for the cigarettes?
Yep.
What does the mom tell him? No, tell him, make it enough,
Yes. Make it enough.
Yeah, that's how you are. That's how you got to do with the seeds in the room, you got to make it enough,
Okay, Peter in here. So what's up, big perm? I mean, big worm.
What up, big perm? I mean, big worm.
So here's my thing. I have seen Friday so many times. Okay, so when the fucking preacher comes home and his wife's in there with the other dude, and no, the preacher and the Miss Jackson knock the dust off. Okay, so they're in there, right? Okay, husband comes home. He starts throwing the clothes out on the lawn. Watch the last two scenes, because he throws a yellow dress, and then he goes back inside, and he comes back out, and he throws the yellow dress again like it was never there.
That's some X-Files shit.
I watched it that many times. So, both of you guys, have you ever tried to outsmoke Smokey, or at least keep up with Smokey? Go joint for joint.
I could outsmoke a lot of people. I smoke a lot of pot, man. It's not something I'm too proud of either. It just is, man. I smoke. I puff tough, man. No I've actually puffed like as many joints as I could fit. I've rolled up in copious amounts of weed, man. I'm into it.
All right.
And dabs.
And dabs. No. Yeah, no, man, there's a point at it where he's smoking like 3-4 joints, where he's just getting high as a motherfucker, and yeah, you gotta light him.
However, which way, man. I'm into it.
If we could have, now that Peter's on here, Peter, we got to figure out how we can have a community freaking watch of Friday, where everybody got their little bubble, everybody could post up with their joints, and we see who the real smokers are. We gotta make that happen.
Oh,
BYOB.
I'm into it.
Cool. So, Dave, you still there?
I am still here.
Hell yeah. Whip something out. What do you got? What do you got that's red? Anything red in your collection right now?
Second.
I'm going for red.
Let's see. Red over here.
Go.
This is like playing Uno, man.
Any chocolate with Panama red?
Okay. See, you said screw the color red. You went legendary genetic. Is that Mosca or who is that?
Snow High.
Snow High. Okay. Snow High.
This one has a red apple on it. Is that good enough?
That works for me.
All right, so check this out. This is Compound's. What is this one? Purple Churro and Exotic Squared.
Nice.
And it has apples and bananas on it.
The fruit thing's getting big. Compound's great, man. They're doing a lot of good stuff that people are digging. I remember being in the Pacific Northwest is where I'm at, kind of when they were coming up, doing a lot of different crosses. I was part of a Compound Records Seattle, San Francisco, anyways, drum and bass DJ thing. And I was like, man, I should hit these guys up, see if they want to collab, like give out some seeds with each mix CD. But I got too busy. That never happened. I wish I would have, because that was the early days of Compound.
Actual color red. I'm sorry.
Oh, there he goes. Flop it on the table right there.
There you go.
Yeah,
Actual color red.
Ooh, Mac 1 times a rise. That Irie genetics. So yeah, I mentioned that earlier. When I mentioned the Irie, we were talking about big sativas and ones that grow outside. If I have a lemon sunrise from him, and if I do grow outdoors, that's the first one I'm planting, because I planted one of those in my indoor tent. Dude, that thing just took over the tent in a good way. Strong, vigorous, powerful plant, fabulous weed off of it. But I was like, holy shit, man, I can't grow that with other things in there. It just wants to like smother everything. So that's going to be outside if I did it.
I've been thoroughly impressed with anything I've grown from Rasta Jeff. It's all been really just perfect commercial driven weed. Just absolutely great yielders, great terp profiles. They, like I said, super vigorous.
Nice. Let's see here. We got Charles Freeman. Where'd that comment go? He's I've got the Masonic LA Pure Kush times Panama Red times Wilson. Is that something?
Nice. Yeah, that's Cecil Crabtree.
One?
He did a LAPK Panama Red, and he gave me that seed stock back in 18, and I grew those out, found some nice ones, and crossed that to Wilson. And I kind of put that strain on the back burner with my, current vision on as far as what I deemed worthy, and as my, as I grow up, I change, and shit. And yeah, that turned out to be one of the strains that the masses liked, even though I kind of threw it on the back burner and gave it away as freebies, or charged X amount of it because of even the demand for something like LAPK Panama Red Wilson. Yeah, what the fuck's that? Yo, I fucking have some. It's like, it's kind of terp, it's kind of like a train wrecky terp from when I, popped those. And people got privy to it. Some people washed it. Some people got like 3%. And some people got like 5%. I know Relentless Melts washed some. I know New York Dill found a nice keeper in that. My buddy, don't come at me with that stupid shit. He washed some and brought me some down. So a couple people have brought me back good examples of that one. But check this out. This is Ruby Red, if we're still on the red subject, from Thug Pug. Does anyone know anything about Ruby Red? I heard is it a Skittles cross? What is this? The very, very, I could probably find out. I've never looked myself, but.
Come on, chat. Where are you at? You guys always know
Ruby
everything. Usually
look it up.
Pretty intelligent. Let us know. Hook it up to Ruby
Give me the
Red.
tea on Ruby Red.
I know. I already showed like the only red package I have earlier since the Pike seat. Boy, did I pick the wrong one to call out. Let's see here. Oh man, what's next? Let's just do a random grab. This was one of the funnier names that I had. The Jinx Proof genetics, but it's fire. I'm like, that's a good name. It was a combination of straight fire times it's it.
You know who has some gnarly names? Crane City Genetics. Have you seen their names on Crane City?
Oh, Crane City, no.
They have some funky names. They have like speaking of it's fire, they have like it's it or some shit. I forgot. Like they have some very, very silly names. Let me see if I have some right here.
Yeah. I do get down on the silly names.
Yeah, look, here we go. This one's called Fire as Fuck.
That's fun. Nice.
This one's called The Shit with a Z.
Oh no!
You see? These are the ones I was telling you about. Let me see what else we got over here.
It's almost like I love these. They're like band names, man.
Glitterati.
Ooh. There better be some glitter in the packaging. I'm just saying.
Oh, man. These are some silly names.
I see Paris Hilton smoking that.
Yeah. Ooh, the Glitterati.
If that shows my age, I'm sorry. I mean the Kardashians.
Nilla's times the shit with a Z. Yeah, they got some funky names.
Stoners can't spell, man. The hell.
Super Soaker.
So man, look up Vortex original name. You might not be able to say it out loud. Huh. I don't know which one it is.
I've done some pretty stupid names for some strains, but it was all in fun and it encapsulates the time and the era.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What do we
Blue Nips, that's funny.
Hey, at least it's in a blue bag too. I appreciate that coordination there.
Blue nips, baby.
Oh,
Show me your blue nips.
Yes. How many people just touched theirs? Come on, let's be real.
Well, if you got to get a blue nip, you might as well squeeze it.
Oh shit! What else did you have along those lines there? What's within reach for you, Dave? And I know we're probably keeping both of you guys a little late. Dave, I know you're on the East Coast. Masonic, again, I really appreciate your time this evening. So we could kind of wrap it up soon if you guys like. But I want to give anybody in chat the chance to scream something out. What do you want to see us give us something, man? Challenge us. Anybody got a package with a giraffe on it? Like,
I have a giraffe. Like,
I can show you my dripstick.
See, ask and ye shall receive. There's a giraffe for you guys.
Got 2 giraffes.
Oh shit!
Now,
oh, look at that. Are you higher than a giraffe's ass right now?
I am always
pipes.
higher than it. Yeah, man, these are red.
That's sick.
I got a pendant too to a giraffe. A giraffe in the backyard.
Oh, green goddess, the infamous pink taco strain. Yep, there's that one.
Nothing like putting your lips on the pink taco.
No, man.
The stream.
Yep. Okay, here's a good one for you. I think I saw something there, Dave. AK Bean Brain Gear. Love that guy. I had the chance to talk to him.
I gave away a pack of Romulan BX4 this morning. And I've grown tons of Romulan from him, yeah. So I grew tons of Romulan, so I just gave a whole pack away that I had been, blessed with to some of my people today this morning. So shout out those guys.
Awesome. He was a fun conversation. If anybody wants to check that out, I think it was like a 5.5 hour interview I did with him over on the FCPO2 channel. Oh God, maybe three or 4 months ago. But that was freaking fun. All right, here's some AK Bean Brains because he's, again, he has a lot of the some of the older stuff, some of the classic, stable, ready to rock gear. What is that one, Dave?
That's the Williams Wonder.
Ooh, see, yeah, Williams Wonder, and that was fun hearing the story too about that because I've heard all kinds of stories about that one.
I grew Skunk Tech's Chem 91 Williams Wonder. And it was a Williams Wonder leaner because it wasn't a chem leaner as far as terps were concerned. And I still have that one and I keep it around. And, Willy Dog. I grew that Willy Dog, exactly. Untested. It's tested now. It's fine. That should be beautiful.
Nice that's when that first dropped. But,
and that's what I don't get. That I get it. People are trying to be like honorable and like, but hey, dude. Like as people go down the line, like this is gonna have that fucking big ass U on it that people aren't gonna be so quick about popping as time goes by, But whatever. That's just my 2 cents. Like, yeah, I get it. You know, but
Don't be afraid.
yeah, don't be scared, man. I grew it out. I loved it. I kept it around. I grew that last season. That shit gets super fat. It has a super unique nose. It's like a floral, you know, type of deal going on. It's like nothing else. It's just a unique kind of, you know, legacy type of strain. It's nice to have around. It's kind of pure. It has no cookies in it, you know? You'd love it, Chad.
Am I that obvious? Do I not have a good poker face? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh,
My
man.
poker face sucks.
No, you're
Here's a
good,
couple
dude.
things from AK Bean Brains, but they're not in the regular packaging. He just sent me these: the Chocolope F5, Beatrix
Nice.
Choice, and the M48 South African Haze.
Ooh, okay. I have not
Nice.
seen or heard about that one before. Do you know
Did
much
you get
about
your
it?
hands on any Congolese?
I did not know. Well, I just have some, not the older Congolese, just that Roberts Creek Congo, so that newer hunted out one. But it's not the old school Congolese. But this
I
is
got some.
sorry, this is from
I got the ones from
Super Sativa
what's his
Seed
name,
Club.
from Nick Risden's auction, and supposedly those were from Mean Gene, the ones I got,
Gotcha.
wherever those came from, if anyone knows. But I'm growing them. They're super land racy for sure. I got some, and they're nice.
I'm trying to remember. Yes, I do remember that auction. You're 100% right. They were from Mean Gene.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is the later Super Sativa Seed Club, around like 89 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you're getting the M's are that high, it's going to be later on in the Super Sativa Seed Club.
Was that kind of like their catalog number?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool to know. Did not know that before.
Bokashi is very vocal about him not liking the Congo. As soon as I got the pack, he's like, "Don't even pop them." I'm like, "Dude, I paid $2,000 for these. What do you mean, don't pop them?" He's like, "I already hunted to them. There's no point in even fucking hunting to them." I'm like, "That's not how I operate. I'm totally hunting through these, buddy." But he has been very vocal about it.
I like his hunting process too. He's done a lot of explanations in the past of how he works, kind of the pheno hunts, how he does the different feeding schedules, how he does a few different things to pick the winners. I've learned from that, so that's always nice. But yeah, you know, some of these ones that I see, especially ones that go in some of these auctions, I'm like, it's an older land race. It might not have like the sex appeal, and it's meant for like breeding. I kind of want the sex appeal. I don't know. Do you have a distinction when you're buying something, Masonic or Dave?
I'm just a fan, man. Like, of course, not everything's gonna be biscotti. Of course, not everything's gonna be sour diesel. It's just that, and you just fucking. It's a tool, and you can use it to breed. You can keep it around in its pure form and have like that option, because options are a factor now. Back in the day, you had to have only the best of the best because of legality and space. But now, like, if you have the resources for space and time and freaking the law is lax where you're from, well, fuck, you can keep a Congo around and flower a few just for shits and giggles, just for the simple fact of preservation and legacy and culture and all these other things. It has, you know, and it might even get some people really ripped, you know. So just things like that, you know. It's all subjective. It's all, I don't try to box myself in with the plant.
And our tastes change too, you know, sometimes daily, weekly, but just big picture year over year. I tend to be either like ahead of the times or behind the times. Like, I didn't really understand a lot of the OG when it was popular. I was more into like the fruitier stuff. And then as the fruitier stuff became popular, I was like, man, this OG shit's really good. So I'm like either ahead or behind the times. But
yeah, I got introduced to OG really early, so I started with that. And I remember going to Santa Cruz, and they had like Cinderella 99 and AK-47, and they were nice and all, but it didn't give me that narcotic high that the OG would give me back in the hood, you know. And it was always like chasing the dragon, being up in Santa Cruz. I was like, man, I can't wait to go back to the hood and go get me a little dime bag, a dub sack of some freaking OG, some gas, some fuel. But that did happen with me. But as time went by and, variety became a choice, fuck yeah, man, I started becoming in tune with other flavors, and OG kind of took the back seat, but it's always going to be my number one love,
Yeah, I get it. One of the ones that Dave helped me out with here is I'd always talked about dog shit, because in the Pacific Northwest in the 90s it was around, and for a good year I had talked about the dog shit, or asked a lot of the breeders on this channel about dog shit, and people weren't really familiar with it. Now it's kind of coming back, but I'd mentioned that to Dave, I think, on the first show, and he's like, bro, I got you. So I'll be popping some of these soon. It's on the next run, the Hong Kong Fooey. So dog shit times Old Family Purple T1000. That's the Humboldt CSI Fem Seeds. But yeah, that's one of those, that brings me back to some of those original terps. Literally
that guy
smells.
kicks ass.
Yeah.
CSI. I love his vision.
And that also came with a little T1000 times Jarrow and the Katsu Bubba times Jarrow, because I love the cool Bubba Kush. So
hey, that Katsu Bubba Jarrow dominates everything that it's touched so far. So
good. Well, again, guys, this has been really freaking fun. I want to be respectful of your times and your nights. I'm gonna pull out one whammy. If you guys got one whammy near you, let's pull out one more. Probably because I've grown these out and I've been so freaking impressed with my results, I got to pull this one out. I got to pull out the B-Leaf Cannabis. This one is straight fire. This is the B-Leaf times Lit Watermelon Mimosa 10 times the Creature. It's called Kool-Aid Man. Boom. That shit is straight fire. So that's one of my not leaving the box seed packs for anybody. I'm gonna pull up my Instagram here, damn it.
One of my favorite strains that I've grown recently was the Grolo Key Always Be Flowering collabs. They did some GB6 crosses, and those were fucking out of here. They checked all the boxes as far as terps, growth, shine, just a little bit of everything, a lot of everything actually. Those really kicked ass. And also the Piff Mints from Purple City Genetics. Those kicked ass too. Those two really, those are outliers amongst, the copious amount of seeds that I've skimmed through.
I'm assuming that's like Piff times Kush Mints, or what is that?
I believe so, or Kush Mints, something. But that one was really good.
All right, Dave. What's your show? What's your closer?
The two favorites that I've grown recently would be the Space Fuel from Katsu, the East Coast Sour Diesel Romulan.
Nice.
I grew that too.
Banger.
That sounds strong.
Oh, loved it. Love it.
I grew that too. That was a nice one. And then a dude already brought me back the Wilson hybrid of that the other day, and it's a nice one. I could see why you get privy with that. It has a nice terp, for sure. Has a nice terp.
Just about
what
old school 90s weed. And the other one I really liked, I talked about it earlier, was that Runch Gelato 33 Cherry Limeade. Just a fucking banger. I mean, I'm not big on the runts all the time, but something different.
Big on runts. He's big on runts.
If it's good, it's good. I don't discriminate. If it's good, it's good. Why not? Variety is the spice of life.
Mean Gene got you cooked on the runs now. Just kidding.
Mean Gene got me just on the runs. What I really need to get into is, I had it up here earlier, was that the Bodie Mean Gene collab, the Purple Unicorn Gelato 33 Cherry Limeade.
I think I have some.
That could be a banger.
That sounds wicked, man. Sounds wicked. Well, shit, guys. Thank you for sharing your collections.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate both of you guys.
Yeah, thanks for bullshitting it, chat. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing along, and thanks for being cool above all. So, hell yeah, guys. We will do this again.
Westport.